Welcome back to AI War 2, Zany Zenith continuing, and we're in a mode now where we really want to push closer and closer to being able to get the super terminal. If we look at our AI progress, you can see the net there, 155 minus 80 is 75. So we can't afford to even take one more system or we will tip over the Mark II level. So we have everything that we're going to be able to get now. And now we've just got to clear everything out and be ready. So in here, and this is cheesy, I freely admit that it's cheesy. It's the second time I've done it in this game, partly just to show the possibilities. But I did pause the capturing of the Zenith matter converter, so that we didn't need to defend that. And I'll probably change that up later. Of course, we do have 10 minutes till the miner does what it needs to do over here. And there are some other things I want to get done. I'm really ready to make my final choices heading towards the big super terminal hack. So I want to grab one more turret in here. And I thought a little bit about which one I want. We've got the plasma, the beam cannons. You know, we don't have a lot of tech in these other than the turret hulls. Like, we don't have a lot of tech that's common with the weapons. The Crusher turret is nice for hacks, but I want turrets that are really going to help with defending our planets. So I'm looking for something that's a little bit more long range. And so I think ultimately I'm going to go here with the plasma turret.
Our hackers are starting.
So we're going to grab that. And then go back to trying to clear out gradually the planets around the super terminal itself so that we don't trigger too much with that guard post. And this is going to take a bit of doing. I'm going to slide my ships into here for the moment because we are having problems dealing with all of these coming in here. And there actually is another transport for the Svikari en route that wants to actually build a terminus in here. And I'd like it to be able to actually do that if possible. So I want to clear out this mess. And they're really coming through from Dianus over here. I'd really like to come in here and knock this out. But the problem is, this is an even stronger system than Grell A was. And the main reason is this. Spire Battleship Mark V. This is basically a decent golem size strength ship. Almost 300k damage. And it's sitting on this side of the system. I want to come in when this isn't guarding, the entrance. Maybe set up a beachhead. In order to do that, I mean, I don't have really a whole lot of other options. I could come in through the Harsh Mistress side, but that wormhole isn't that far away. So I'd like it to be like over here on this side of the system, and I'm just going to have to wait for it to move, basically. But I've got other things I can do. So I'm going to move down here, bring the support fleet as well, and begin clearing out with this system, and then I'd like to move over here as well, is the ultimate goal. This one doesn't actually need to go, it's just a step on the path.
Science teams just finished up.
So here comes everybody.
Attack in enemy territory.
And time really of the essence here. Because I don't want to waste a bunch of it. Because I think it's going to be tight getting our super terminal done before the CPA is up and ready. And then I do want to do a little bit more research here as well. I want to grab the logistic upgrades, a couple of those. For the moment. Just help us a little bit with our energy and metal. We have plenty of it now, but it's going to get more challenging moving forward. And I think I'll move in battle station and citadels as well. Almost done in here. Now let's get over to the entrance to Murdoch. so we can clear that out also. And we're down to about 8 minutes on that. Now, we did get a little bit more scouting done. There's another data center down here, but we actually can't reach that. So that's not really going to help us. Lost Spire frigate here. We found, for example, Spire Archive up here. We haven't found any more of the homeworlds, and we still only have 3 of the coprocessors. So we're gradually getting there, but there's a lot more to be discovered, and nothing else that I saw that was really going to be particularly useful to me right now. Murdoch is going to be a little bit tougher to handle. It's in here, you see their strength is, they've got some warden here, there, everywhere, and then total strength here is 98, part of it because of this dire lightning guardian. So I want to gather up a decent amount of force here close. There we go. And now we'll go in, support fleet will stay behind for the moment. And we're almost about equal now. They're hitting our homeworld. That's probably worth looking at. Fusion bombers, concussion corvettes, vampire guardians. I mean, it looks a little bit scary, but we've got a nice massive turrets here, the only direction that they come in. Not concerned about that. I haven't seen anybody come in from Nomad 4 in quite a while. We've got various transports and everything. The Svikari have marked up a bunch of their stuff to Mark 3. So they are gradually upgrading. You see this one wants to upgrade Chelonium production. They are continuing to gradually escalate. But it feels like sometimes they want to go more tall, upgrade their stuff, build more ships, and other times they want to expand out. But we've had plenty of room for them to expand out for a while now. Let's go after that dire lightning guardian. There we go. And now we're chasing everybody away. Very happy about that. Okay, I'm going to move all of you back up here. I'm going to wait on the support fleet, though. Because after this, I want to go around that way. I don't really want to go up this way, because of the black hole machine would make that fairly difficult. And it does appear to me, I haven't observed a lot of it directly. Oh, there's some Praetorian Guard. Nice. But it does appear to me that our Svikari is doing a really good job at keeping some of the Hunter, and probably Warden as well, under wraps. Because it just has not escalated as much as I would expect to otherwise, and I'm not killing enough of it to stop that. Okay, let's load you up. And then we're going to want to get everybody now up here. And I'm hoping that we will be ready then. Here comes that constructor I was talking about. They're slow. And this one journeyed all the way from, I think it was Smooth and Rough, all the way on the opposite side of our territory. Oh good, a fresh wave of stuff coming in here for us to eliminate before we go in. Slow this down here. So I'm going to want to be careful. Alright, where are they at? Oh, it's still over here. Did it make a full circle? That's unfortunate. I've got to kind of wait on this thing. I'm just gonna chill. Now we don't have maximum metal, so this is okay. Waiting is fine. You notice Mogram being spawned against the other Architrave. Okay. So if it's going over that direction, I think maybe if I come in down here in a bit. It's moving around the system fairly quickly. So the nice part about that is I don't have to wait a long time. Sometimes their guardians can be quite slow. And this one's pretty slow too, but it's still getting around faster than that would seem to indicate. I wonder if they have a speed booster on the planet. In any case. Alright. Now let's spawn in an outguard to distract them. It's going to distract them down this way. Alright, then I'll just come right out this way. And we're just going to set up a ball over here. Got about 5 million metal. Hopefully that's enough.
Taking fire behind enemy.
Okay, so I want to get some turrets up and quickly. And I want turrets with decent range and a lot of damage. I don't want like the counter sniper ones that'll shoot whatever's furthest away. I want things to be able to handle this battleship. So I need lots and lots of damage. Now, in terms of DPS, you got the plasmas there, about 27,000 DPS. And they're going to require, you can see the cost there in energy and metal. But I really like the mini fortresses, which I don't get to use them that much. But I think overall, they're probably be the first thing I want to get. Best bang for my buck. So I'm just going to throw up a couple of them. Maybe around this area.
My crews are on it.
And my idea is I want to get as many of these built as possible. I do have... Yep, I just want to make sure I have everybody out and helping. And let's move you on top of these for now. Protect you while we handle any enemies that come our way. These are getting close. Okay. Let's throw up a few more.
On our way.
The idea is, you know, I want to... We got other stuff attacking and fleeing, and the battleship is miring around in there. I want to have as much protection as I can before I tick off that battleship. Because it's going to cause some pain. I did try the brute force method with this system initially. It did not work. It did not work at all. That thing is just too strong. It was crippling everything. Very, very, very quickly. We've got 2 of these left to get up. Okay. We've got a bunch of short-range stuff that I could do. I could throw up interceptors, counter snipers. Not going to bother with that. Subverters don't help me much. I want to throw up some plasmas too as well, though.
Absolutely, sir.
And here it comes. So that's probably about all I'm going to get, regardless of whether I want more or not. Move off of there. Let them fire. Go on to attack move. We're through its shield, but this thing is mostly about... Yep, okay, Overloader Factory crippled. You move over here. Paralysis Citadel. You move over here. Here's a plasma turret that's online. And now we've just got to try to pound this thing down. It has over 7 million base health. Yep, Citadel's crippled. You can see the counterattack building. All of that nonsense. Come on, hit it. Hit it some more. It's under half. Oh, yay, Svikari's coming in. Anything to divert its firepower, give it more targets, whatever. But this thing is not a child's toy. It's almost down. There it goes. Okay, now you all go on pursuit. You know, we'll try to heal everything gradually. We've still got some metal. And, you know, we got enough there, but that was a little bit rough. Spire Battleship, definitely our toughest customer that we have yet encountered. And the defensive part of this is over. So I'm going to knock out the turrets. I don't have any need to continue spending metal, you know, repairing those. Looks like we've got everything repaired now. So we're just hobnobbing about the system. Let's get the rest of these guard posts down eventually. And that will eliminate... Oh, yeah, the counterattack actually ticked just over the line there. Okay, now it's gone. Thankfully. Miner is going to be... Ah, it is actually present. And it's almost dead, too. It has its shield, so why is its hull all the way down? Let's see what's going on here for a bit. Nothing? Oh, there it goes. That's weird. I wonder what it took all that damage from. I want to knock out this distribution node. There we go. And that will give us enough. I want to increase research one more bit. We'll grab the disruptive, because with the addition of these plasma turrets, that's really going to help us. And then I need to pop in here now. This is where the super terminal is. And I don't want... Like, I could take the time to go in here. I don't think it's really worth it. It's a Mark III system. Releasing some of those guards is okay. I've gotten the more dangerous neighboring systems done. And there's only so much time. So I need everybody to hop in here. And clear out this system. We are going to, of course, trigger the alarm post. But that's fine. A couple waves coming for Malignus. Let me take a moment here. I want to build them on the other planets eventually as well. Let's throw up the plasma turrets here. Particularly because the long-range ones we have here from our battle stations and whatnot are going to be knocked out. We're going to want to use them over here in the super terminal battle. What do we have here? Not that much. Okay. Let's just go after it then. And let's see how we're doing here. Hasn't taken any more damage recently. clearing out the enemies. Okay. Alright, now I want to conserve our energy as much as I can. See, we've got the other Zenith Architrave trying to expand, and this one's going to try to expand again. We'll see if that gets anywhere. Knocking out the enemies here. They did hang on to the one terminus here, which is big. Ooh, they've actually built some in here too. Also interesting. So they are definitely expanding, and hopefully they'll be able to get into some of our planets here and build some more epistyles, really boost their production. We'll see if that transpires. So now is the long buildup of turrets and everything in here to handle the super terminal. And I'm just going to start off. What we're going to be doing here is just very gradually adding more and more around this. I'm going to start off with the tractors.
On our way.
And then more tractors.
On it.
And then just sort of one item at a time, build them up. I want to make sure I keep a decent amount of metal in here. I'm going to want to have everything I can possibly throw at this, of course. Full stack of metal, all of that by the time I end this. And I'm going to do quite a bit of this off screen just because it's a very laborious process. And not a whole lot is going to be happening here other than me continuing to defend and build up our fortifications around the super terminal. Here, on the other end of things, is a good example in Reinen Ilgrarn. Anyway, of the sort of infighting that's been happening, finally managed to catch it, between the Svikari and the AI Hunter fleet, etc. And we can see that, now in this particular case, there were a couple of Termini in here. And this transport's not looking too healthy. Nope. Definitely looks like the AI is winning this round. Meanwhile, the miner, for anyone who may not have seen it, still get ships in here occasionally. It blasts them apart, and you can see the effect of it mining the planet, fumes or whatever coming out the bottom. But this, how long it takes varies greatly based on intensity. But in this particular case, it takes 15 minutes of mining, and we're at the early part of that. So it's going to be a while until this planet actually is gone. And then, of course, the fighting continues. We have Zenith Architrave about to enter expansion mode here, and then the other one is still working, and it had those pioneers up for a while, so either they're not going anywhere or they're in the process of building new spawner. I don't know where that Architrave is. Let's see what these pioneers do. We've got some ships coming in here, zombies. And these don't look like they're in a particular hurry to go anywhere. I'm wondering if they're just looking for a place to expand, and there isn't... Oh, they're coming over this way now to try to fight. Nope. I wonder if they just feel like they don't have enough force to push into any of the neighboring territory. If we look around... You know, we're fortified here. This isn't particularly wimpy. This is a pretty strong system. So if this one isn't accessible to them, they might just be in a place where there's just fortified area on every side. Which I'm eventually going to have to take down these turrets when I do the super terminal hack, so I hope that doesn't create an opening for them. But there may not be any other way around it if the AI doesn't deal with those pioneers first. In any case, we look down over here, and you can see, okay, now this has gone quite the other way. They've chased the AI away, and the Svikari are pushing them out of this system. So this is sort of the back and forth that both sides are taking losses. I feel like Svikari are winning this battle, or at the very least, stalemating it. You can see our Hunter just is not going much over. It was like 100 quite a while ago. I think almost an hour ago. We were close to 100 threat, and it's only up to 120. So I feel very good in how all of that is working. In any case, next episode, of course, we will endeavor to at least begin the super terminal hack. We're still, we've got some up in here, but got to wait for metal to recover. And it just takes a while for all that to happen. Till then, thanks for watching, and Zany Zenith will return soon.